All right, guys, we are here at Washington Theater. It's myself and Travis and Bobby as we're investigating Washington Theater.
Truck noises going by.
And that definitely was a truck that you probably heard in the background. But we have just started. Bobby, you've started walking in the door pretty much and having some weird feelings, right?
I have not been comfortable here tonight at all. Yeah, I'm getting a strange vibe here tonight.
And Travis, you've been here before. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the most unsettling area is probably the second floor that we've been on. There's something about that. A little creepy.
Yeah, it's real creaky, and the weird thing about Washington Theater's a beautiful place, but the weird thing is if one person's downstairs and one person's up in the balcony, the echo in here is crazy, because we went through like a solid 5 minutes of when we were setting up of being like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And so I don't know if it's just a really bad reverb in here or what it is, but it's definitely got a weird vibe tonight. You can probably hear the echo. We're literally sitting pretty much in the middle of the ground floor. We have some motion lights that are set up that are up above us in the balcony. We got some DVR cameras set up, and we're looking at two lights that are up on the stage. And Bobby, we've talked about these before, but what exactly are those glowing lights?
The balloons with the little lights inside of them are an amazing kind of little tool that we have used in the past. And the reason being is that they're lighted and you can see them in the total darkness, so that you get an idea if they're being moved. And then it doesn't take much to move them.
Yeah, it's a balloon. It's a party balloon, and just Travis and I, of course, we're full of hot air all the time, so we were able to blow them up, and they're sitting on the stage. Yeah, more so than normal. But we are kind of waiting to see what happens here, because there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and we talked about this in our last episode, but it's we got the Jeepers Creepers dude here, and that's always a scary thing. You're not sure exactly when he's going to show up.
Pretty much. And Bobby's like hoping that the Jeeper Creeper guy is like on vacation this week.
I also mentioned you heard the. Did you hear that?
I did.
What was it?
I don't know.
And that's what's making this so hard. Is the reverb is hard.
It sounded like it was coming from your side, though, right?
I think it's definitely on my side, but is it behind me or in front of me?
I thought it was like
figure.
kind of to your side and to the back a little bit. If there's somebody here, can you make a noise for us? Of course, there's people outside because the bar next door, so that doesn't really help a whole lot. But that voice that I possibly heard sounded like it was coming from in here. We'll have to keep talking and figuring out if that's something. But it's warm in here too. Surprisingly, I think when we've been here in the past, it's always been winter time and cold, and it's actually a decent temperature in here.
Yeah, there's definitely some people outside.
Oh, just for everybody listening, there's a bar to our left, right?
Correct.
Anything to our right? It's empty, right?
No, it's there is a lawyer's office to our right.
So definitely a little bit of that blade through from the crowd out front, probably smoking cigarettes.
Yep. And that's expected, but that's all right because. Well, and I was getting ready to say, we have our scary guy up in the balcony, but my first experience here was with a really friendly guy that we asked the question if he would like to see this place fixed up, and got the response of, "You bet I would." I wonder if that guy's here right now. If you are here, can you make a noise for me? You're the one that talked to me a long time ago? You know, those balloons up on the stage, it's real easy to move them. Those things that are blinking up there, they're not going to hurt you. Just give them a good kick and let us know that you're here. We'd really appreciate that. Almost reminds you of like cop lights.
A little bit.
That's how they kind of flash. They're almost like
emergency lights.
Yeah, emergency lights on a emergency vehicle. We got to thank Jim Lawrence again for helping us out, and he said that they were getting ready to get their fundraising effort started, I think, right?
They got some grand plans, architectural drawings coming down the road, I think, on what the seating might look like, kind of multi-purpose area.
Yeah.
Could be really neat. Be a great space in Quincy.
Yeah, so that guy that I talked to way back in 2007, when I said if you asked him if he'd like this place to be fixed up, it looks like it's going to happen. And it has been happening for that matter, because from what it looked like in 2007 compared to what it looks like today is, I mean, apples and oranges. They've done so much work to work on this place. Gotta give them kudos for the hard work.
Absolutely.
You hear something?
Yeah. Did you just not hear something?
I heard
move?
a something fell on the wood up there.
Fluttering kind of.
Yeah, almost like a rock fell.
No, I think it was something being moved.
If that was you, can you do that again? I don't know if those lights go off behind us and we'll be able to see them from here. I bet you we would.
There's multiple motion lights put in place. The theory is if there is some kind of movement of a form, the light should be triggered. There's people outside talking. Holler.
Yeah, I think they've had a little too much to drink and they need to go away and leave us alone. But that shuffling sound was definitely inside here, though.
It's worth noting that it is. I mean, weather-wise, it's not terrible.
That would be my stomach that just growled there.
We would like to thank the Abbey for those stomach growls tonight.
Yes, it was excellent.
Good food, but stomach wants more, evidently.
I ate about 5 pounds of 10 pounds of nachos. So I'll be talking as well later.
That was me. I'm going to go ahead, and I've never done this early. I'm going to go ahead and use this obulus. And what this does is it senses the atmosphere and creates words based on it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm going to set it down because my body will make words. And usually once I set it down, it does that.
Should I kill my light?
Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes this talks a lot and sometimes it doesn't say a word, so we'll have to wait and see. If there's somebody here, can you come up to me and try to mess with this little machine here and see if you can make it say some words for me? I'm gonna move it a little bit. Oh, and that was me hitting my ML meter. It didn't like that at all. Wow, it really lit up in here. Does it seem brighter in here than it did before? Oh, that was my chair.
I think your eyes are just adjusting, maybe.
Yeah. I just didn't notice the whites of the...
In the back? Oh, I've been noticing that from the beginning. Because it's very strange that those balloons can enhance those little white.
Oh, yeah, you're right. About the whole stage, actually, is getting lit up by those balloons. I know you can... we know that you're here. So there's no point in hiding. There's just 3 of us here, Bobby, myself, and Travis. So why don't you make yourself known? That was Travis's stomach, I believe.
My stomach.
So we've had a male and a female and a something here. So I know there's at least...
And a child.
Oh, that's right, and a child. Well, there you go. There's your balloons.
What's going on?
Red balloons.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The red balloon's moving?
I thought it rolled a little.
The bottom one?
Yeah,
Is that what you saw, Bobby?
yeah.
It looked like it went to the left and came back to the right.
You have to do better than that. You're really going to have to move that balloon for us to believe it. Can you see that on your GoPro?
No, I don't think so. Let me readjust a little.
It would be super impressive if you would take the blue balloon and roll it down the risers. That would be awesome.
It's weird that the bottom one's just red and the top one's multicolor.
Yeah, and I was worried that the right one wouldn't show up very well, but it really does.
Uh-huh. Ooh, that was a big move. Did anybody else see that?
No.
It's a little disorienting.
Yeah, when it does that flashing fast, it's harder to really...
Yeah, your eyes might be playing tricks on us.
Yeah. You gotta really move that balloon for me. Show me that you can do that. Show me how strong you are. There's a little girl here. If you can move that balloon really far for me, I'll get a bear out for you to play with. You want to play with the little bear?
It's got a soft little bear. He wants to be your friend.
You gotta kick that red balloon for me. Kick that red little circle on the stage.
You can tap it with your hand, with your foot, anything.
My eyes are playing tricks on me. We have a camera that's facing towards us, and it's got an infrared light on it. I swear I keep seeing the infrared light move.
I'm glad you said that because I've been watching that and my eyes keep getting drawn to it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, is the camera actually like moving with the
Yeah.
tripod?
I'm like, we're gonna see that on the camera when we watch it, if that's the case, but what we really want to see is that balloon move. Can you tell us what your name is? Come up to this thing that's in my hand. It's a little black box with the red light on it, and tell me what your name is. Could have swore I saw a shadow on the left side there.
I thought I saw one earlier and I didn't say anything, but I thought I saw something.
That's me.
Don't be shy. Come on out. We know you're here, so it's not a matter of whether you exist. It's just a matter of whether you're going to join the party.
No one wants to hurt you. Just want to acknowledge you're here. We're not trying to make you leave.
Sounds like some rustling up there.
A
Kind
little
of.
crackle in my little slight wheeze. Just FYI. Excuse me.
We've had you scream at us. We've had you run across the balcony. We've had you call out mommy. We've had all these things happen. We know that you're here. You just got to show yourself. This is a great opportunity to do it because you know this doesn't happen very often.
Have our attention.
If you got a message you want to tell somebody, this is the opportunity to do it. If you want to tell people that are working on this place something, you can do that. If you want to get a message to a loved one, we'll try to understand you. You just got to come up to this little black box with a red light on it, and you got to talk into it. I swear to God, I just saw a shadow right in front of me. That was Bobby's stomach.
It was.
I swear, like right here, I just saw a dark shadow right here in front of me.
Are you like hanging around? Which is great if you are.
We're gonna be here for a while, so if you wanna get worried, it's fine.
That's me making noise. I'm gonna switch over to regular instead of fast.
No one wants you to leave. We just want to know if you have any messages and show us that you're here.
Gosh, here goes my stomach now.
Grumble monsters are here.
See, I keep thinking I'm seeing shadows hanging out. What was that?
What the? It had to be coming from outside, right?
What did it sound like?
No, it was a light. Right? You saw that on the wall over there?
There it is, okay.
Okay, so it's got to be something explainable then, right? Maybe it's a car light out in the... Why is your chair is flashing? Is that coming from? It is.
Coming from the balloons?
It's coming from the balloons. You see that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a light. It was kind of up at the corner, and it went from right to left, right?
Yeah.
I think it was coming from outside. Yeah, I caught it out of the corner of my eye too. It's the problem with it being, I think we're starting around 9 o'clock. You got a lot of people outside still. We've always had this problem every time we've investigated this place.
And the later the night, the drunker everybody is, so then they get louder and more obnoxious.
And then they all leave.
Yeah.
Then it's good. So that could have been an outside car, but it was weird that we both saw it. It was some sort of like light, kind of like a circle-ish, kind of weird shaped light that was up against the wall. Don't be afraid to come talk to us.
We want to hear your story. Why are you here?
Stomach. I'll call it for you, Bobby.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely our eyes are adjusting. I can definitely see more of the
With a yawn.
white on the walls and stuff now than I was able to before.
I'm gonna be sneezing in a minute, so just be ready.
I'm going to be squirting a little pee in a minute.
Do you guys see like the left of the stage? But it's not on the stage, it's down on our level, and there's like,
A dark area?
yeah, and
Yeah,
like it's
I
a
see
little
it.
nookie area.
I see it.
I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks on me, but it seems to like move a lot.
I got a laser, like right here.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if that's light catching a reflection on the side of the...
Let's give you a bright light real quick. Oh, that didn't do any good. Something up there.
There's an angle right there that's catching the light.
Yeah, maybe.
It might be.
I see what you're saying, though.
And like you said, it could be even just the reflection off the balloons is causing that
Yeah.
shadow to change
Yeah.
shape.
I mean, if you look, even looking at the walls, you can see the light bouncing from the...
Right, it's creating a lot of...
It's creating surprisingly a lot of light. I mean, we're 70, 55, 75 feet away from those balloons, and they're very bright.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is the reflection of them, and they're up on the stage, so they're kind of covered. But even when you look at the reflection on the ceiling, look, I mean, the
Oh yeah, all the way up. You're right.
It's kind of interesting how that much.
How that little of a light can make that much light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not very interested.
What's that?
Although I'm still very interested. I'm an old person.
It's late for you, I understand.
Hey, I'm the old lady here. It's real late for me.
You're seasoned, though.
That's right.
You're
vintage.
Been a little while, but
I'm a vintage old person that goes, yeah, I could do this.
very humid in here.
What do you guys think larger spaces or smaller spaces are more creepy?
Larger. Bobby?
Larger.
That's the biggest area that you would like open your in.
Inside?
Yeah.
It would be a pretty tight race between this one and the Hannibal Community Theater.
I agree, but I think Hannibal's actually bigger.
Yeah.
It isn't anymore with open space because they've filled it all in, but when it was empty like this, it was
scary.
yeah.
And you didn't have any, it was almost like you being in a cave. You didn't have ambient light at all. And then you had black walls. So you see what's going on tonight with this. You didn't have that. So even if we had those lights flashing, you wouldn't see crap because the walls are black.
Yeah.
No
The
contrast.
ceiling
Yeah.
is black, and
Yeah, it's,
the windows are boarded up, so there's like no seepage of any outside light.
yeah.
No yawn.
It's, I think those would be the two biggest areas. You just got a K2 hit.
Oh shit!
You got your phone on you?
No, I do not have a phone on me. It's out in the car.
So he's got about a 3 on the K2 meter that Bobby's holding on to. Okay.
See, it's because we're ignoring it. Look, now it's not gonna do it.
Yeah. She, so EMF measures electromagnetic frequency. And you heard me ask her, the very first thing was, do you have your phone on you? Because phones will emit, there's another little 2 there. Phones will emit an EMF spike when they do a cell phone check. So your phone's always emitting EMF. And first thing I asked again, she didn't have her phone on her. I have my phone turned off.
I have my phones on though.
Your phone's on, but you're at least 5 foot away. That's
Okay.
far enough away. So that's interesting. If that was you that turned that light on, can you do that again for me? We can ask you yes or no questions if you make that flash like you just did. The thing that's in Bobby's hand with the little green light on it. I'll be honest with you, we rarely get K2 hits.
I know, and it was at a yellow at that one point.
Mm-hmm.
That's your best way right now for it to communicate is to walk close. Should we ask some questions? And if yes, no questions, then you can come close.
We just
You
need
wanna
that.
respond yes or no.
We need that confirmation if you're here.
So to answer yes, you come closer, correct?
We just want confirmation right now. So we just need a confirmation again with the green lights flickering. There we go. We got it. There was a 2. Okay, we got a 2 on that K2. So now we're going to start asking yes and no questions. So we're going to ask that you say that if the answer is yes, we want you to light them up. Okay? Yep, I see that you understand that. Thank you. We got another hit right there for a 2. So the first question, okay, give me a second here. The first question is this. Do you live here? So I got 1 flicker. That'd be a yes. I'm a little concerned. That first time you saw it, it got up to a 3. Now it's only getting like a little spike of like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh,
There we go.
there's
Good
a
job.
3. Okay, good. Do you...
Okay, what's that about?
Yeah, it just keeps going off. Can you make it go up to the 4th light? It might be a battery issue, but I don't want to take that chance. Can you go up to the 4th light for me? You got to get real close to it. It'll get to like a dark orange. don't know. It just continuously keeps going. We keep getting 2s and 3s.
So let me do this. I'm going to get up and move just a few feet and lay it down.
Yeah.
And that way nobody's touching this, and maybe you'll feel a little bit more confident about bumping the light up and holding it there.
No. Don't go too far, though.
Right, can you guys see it?
Yeah, and we're gonna put this next to it too, and so both of these work the same way. So you can make it touch it, get close to those, and it'll make numbers on. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna move again. I'm gonna make this back in fast mode. So we got the K2 and the millimeter going now.
What's interesting though is if it's a battery issue, it should be doing the same thing,
Right.
right?
Exactly. All right, can you go up to that little green light again for me and make it flicker? Well, isn't this fun?
Well, it is fun.
So we just got the Ovilus to go off, and it said a lot of stuff. Touch, jam, world action. That's been sitting there for 20 minutes with nothing. This is pretty amazing. We just had a K2 hit. The K2 stopped. Now we're onto the Ovilus, and the Ovilus making noise. So somebody is trying to possibly communicate with us here. All right, can you go, if you hear us, can you go back to the green light with the gray box and make that flicker again for me? That's going to be your best way to communicate with us.
You're doing a great job.
See, now we're paying attention to it.
I'm telling you guys this. It's like it doesn't like direct attention.
Yeah, it's more indirect. But that's pretty amazing that obviously the Ovilus is another thing that doesn't really go off that often. If it's going to go off a lot, it usually just starts and just doesn't stop.
That's my stomach again. So, your words of touch, that's kind of interesting considering we were talking about you setting the lights off.
You can touch the device with the lights. You don't have to just go near it.
You can step on it or try grabbing it. Just gotta get close to it. I heard that. What was that? Did you hear that, Bobby?
Yeah, it's up in the balcony.
Some sort of rustling again. Could be like a mouse or something, maybe.
Possible.
Yeah, even if it was just something mechanic, like the batteries on the K2 going off, it should still be doing it, and it's not.
I know, which is interesting.
I do think there's some credence in, actually, it feels like we've had to go both ways, but I'm starting to lean more and more to the idea of holding the K2 is gives you better results than setting it on the floor. But
And I think you're right. If it was a battery issue, setting it on the floor isn't going to change anything. So I do think if it's an interactive thing, I think you're absolutely right.
yeah,
And the fact that it's not doing that, sitting on the floor, makes me have the tendency to believe.
Sound like stage.
I heard it.
something, and there was a car horn in there too, but it sounded like something hitting the stage. You're right. I mean, we're not doing anything. We are just literally sitting here in chairs in the middle of the theater. Bobby's stomach's growling still.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this K2 again.
Yep. Go ahead and leave the millimeter out there.
And look, my little buddy. Trying to mess with
That was me moving the chair.
That's fine. You just mess with me because I got Chris and I got Travis here. And they kind of are looking for that moment where they believe. So this would be pretty outstanding if you would mind doing that so that when I go running and screaming out of here, I'm not by myself.
So are you trying to get our attention? If you are, you're gonna have to do a little bit better for us because we're not 100% sure that's you yet. So if you can mess with any of the stuff that we have, like the thing that's in Bobby's hand, or that sounded like it was maybe underneath the stage. Kind of a rustling noise there
Something
again.
was to the right of the stage.
Okay.
To me.
So you can move one of those balloons, or there's some little blue glowing things up on the stage you can walk around and they should light up. Those things try to find static electricity, so if you got a little static electricity, that'll light those up.
Car horn.
I'm gonna check right before the car home. There was something weird
I
there.
heard like some rustling to our right.
To your right, right? Yep,
Yeah.
I heard that too. Almost sounds like a bird.
Yeah, you're right.
That was my stomach. Thank you, Abby. It is a Quincy tradition. More noise to the right. I'll tell you what, we've been here multiple times, as we've talked about in the last episode, and I think this has been, from a standpoint of equipment, this has definitely been one of the more active times we've had with equipment.
Already, huh?
Oh, for sure.
Interesting.
Don't you agree?
Yep.
A lot of times we don't have equipment do anything.
No, and we've had more success with actual like equipment in smaller places. Do you know what I'm saying? More in a residential situation, or it's not real common in big, humongous, wide open spaces like this. So it's surprising to me that we actually had results on a K2 meter.
Your stomach's going nuts over there.
It really is, and I don't know why. Because it was great.
I just realized I left my soda out there on the outside. Oh well.
I don't know, I just feel like they're there, and they're right there, and they're like just, they're on the edge somewhere, and we want you to come out and play. We want you to come out and talk to us.
Some more noise up on the stage again.
Yeah. Stage you're right to the right of it.
And my stomach
Yeah.
again. And my stomach again.
A lot of gurgling going on there.
So this is a theater. Let's see a production. Give us your best audition. Yep, I heard that too.
If you're up on that stage, can you make a big noise for us for that production? Let us know that you're up there. Jeez, Bob.
I'm telling you.
I want you to make the loudest noise you can up there. It's me wrestling. It's weird though that we haven't seen that light again either since that happened.
My only thought was it might have been a car backing out of a parking spot.
Wouldn't the lights been red then?
Well, reverse lights would be
Yeah, that's true.
white and they might penetrate further.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, they got kind of quiet, so maybe
Everybody left finally?
maybe everybody decided to go home, sleep it off.
Refueling for the next drunken stupor.
I mean, I still think it's weird that we had that activity on both the Obulus and the K2, and now it's back to nothing. It's very short-lived. Oh, we were talking about that little girl when some of this stuff's happened. 'True. Are you here? Are you playing with some of this stuff? If that's you that's playing with this, can you come up and touch the little machine, the little gray box that Bobby's holding? If you're the little girl that we've heard before that's here. Said if you come up and touch this little box just one time and make it light up to the 3 lights, I'll go get the bear and you can play with the bear. If you can't do that, why don't you sing us a song? Can you sing a song for us? What's that?
Stomach growl a little.
Okay, I heard a noise there too, though. Oh, that's on the stage.
Yeah.
There's some light. Definitely a car passing by on that way. A lot going on the stage right now. Are you walking around on the stage? Did I catch you so you stopped? Nope.
Don't kick that balloon. Whatever you do, might be a surprise.
A lot of movement
Do
going
you
on.
hear music? I hear music.
Oh, I don't hear that.
I hear music.
Yeah, I think I catch that too.
Yeah, it might be from
I
a
think
car
it's from the
outside.
Oh,
Yeah, or bar. But I still hear a lot of wrestling up there by the stage. A lot of movement.
yeah, but I don't know what the parking lot looks like behind us.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gravel. You know what I mean?
I don't know, it's not gravel. Because isn't the parking lot behind us the parking lot for the public parking lot?
I don't know for sure.
I think if I'm on the right block,
There's a
I think
little
it's.
alley, I think, and then the parking lot.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think you can hit one of those balloons. Don't think you're strong enough to do it. Gonna prove me wrong?
In this K2 meter, it's not gone off at all since. How weird is that?
It's really weird. And even so, like, let's go back to your scenario with your phone on still, Travis.
Yeah.
That just proves that it's not your
Yeah,
phone.
and it wasn't, well, it's not like it's dying or anything.
Yeah.
Like nothing, not one little thing.
You gonna show yourself to us? You showed yourself to Bobby before. Why don't you show yourself now?
Whoa, now that was definitely up on the stage.
Yeah, it was definitely a change of the wood on the stage. Something cracked. Is that how you're gonna show yourself? Come on, do it. You scared to show Travis and I that you're here, but you'll show two ladies?
It's my stomach.
Mine too. That was the wood again.
You gotta step up. You gotta do more than that. That's not impressive. That's child's play.
Okay, that was footsteps.
That was definitely footsteps. Are you gonna come out and actually show yourself for a change? Prove to us that you're here. Yep. That's why I thought you couldn't do it. Bobby's stomach's scarier than you are. I mean, that's really saying something if you have to scare two ladies, but you can't scare two guys that are in here. Jesus, Bobby.
I might actually be possessed with it in my stomach.
He transferred to your stomach now. The Jeepers Creepers dude's in your stomach.
I think so.
I bet he's a floater too.
I don't know, it just says a lot though when two women are in here and it could try scaring you, but it can't do it with other like men in here. I don't get that.
And me and Chris too.
Well, you know what's interesting is you couldn't see his face. All you could see was his eyes and his mouth. So it's almost like you don't even want to reveal your face and who you are. So if you want to be seen and heard, you should reveal who you are.
Can't do it, can you? That's what I figured. You ran across the balcony. Run across the balcony right now. Do it. I dare you to run across the balcony. Yep, it never works.
Also, if you can unlock the door over the bathrooms, that would be nice.
That would be fantastic.
Well, again, it's been probably about 20 minutes since we had those actions with the K2 and the Ovilus, and again, it's been completely quiet since. So I don't know if that was just a spike we had going on or what exactly was going on. I mean, it's completely possible it was something natural.
That's kind of interesting.
I did just see a red light on the right side in that first black area, like a little ball of red light.
I just moved this camera in front of your face. Is that what it was?
No, because I'm not that far out.
Okay.
I mean, you're not that far out. It's farther out, but I mean, maybe
I'm
it was.
pretty far out.
I mean, it was way out here. One of the lights just came on. One of the motion sensor lights just came on its own.
Yep.
That's the one that's facing the stairs.
Correct.
So you're out there now, huh? You coming down the stairs to see us? Are you going up the stairs to turn on the rest of the lights for us? Okay, that doesn't happen very often. I think this is like a Grizzleween scenario, Bobby. I think it's like there's something that we're doing that's for something public, and that like revs them up.
I think so too.
Can you turn that light on again in the hallway? So that light, it's in the hallway. There's stairs that go up to the balcony. It's pretty much behind the theater area, and it's tilted up towards the stairs. So the motion caught that there was some sort of movement on the stairs itself or in the hallway, and it lit up. It's facing up, so I don't think there could be some sort of pest or some sort of little like mouse or something making that.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, so it's gonna have to be something pretty decent for it to turn on like that. Very impressive. It's the best thing you've ever done.
Good job.
That was me hitting your
My
dowsing rods.
You know what's interesting now, and the thought just went through my head. I feel like it's playing with us
Yep.
and going in different directions. And I almost feel like is it trying to get our attention drawn to one area so that it appears in a different area.
Yeah, I was watching the stage pretty heavily while you guys.
Oh, good.
Just in case.
I feel like, oh, you want to play games? We're going to play games now.
Can you put your K2 a little higher up for me? It kept going past your leg, and I kept thought it was going off.
No, it's not. I've been watching it.
So you want to turn the lights up on the balcony now for us? There's 4 little white circles up there. If you get close to them, they'll turn on. Can you do that for me, please? Evidently, you're on your own agenda because everything I asked for you haven't done. You're just doing your own thing. Some noise outside again, the car outside as well. Yeah, if you guys are at home and analyzing this for EVPs, if it's not loud, I would not say it's an EVP just because of the voices out in out in the street, they're going to be pretty loud.
That'll bleed over.
Yeah, they're going to come through pretty clear on the recording. I did just double check my phone. It is off. You want to do one last thing for us? Show us that you're here. Give us that proof that we're looking for. You're going to be bringing out some other equipment, and if you won't... What the hell is that?